Hi folks, I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course, Bob.
Best ankle rehabilitation exercises for those recovering from an ankle injury. That's the title of our program today,
There you
Brad.
go. We're done.
All right, that's it. Thanks for watching.
It's a wrap. Just kidding.
By the way, let's do this right away, Brad. If
Yeah,
you are
give
new
it
to
a-
our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos on how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Subscription button here and here. We didn't do that in a while.
Yeah, it's
And
over there.
also go over to the Facebook and like us, because Brad and I, as children, were not liked, and now we're trying to turn things around. Sad as it may sound. Okay.
All right, now ankle injury. Now this is going to apply to whether you sprained your ankle or you fractured your ankle, but you have to have weight bearing as tolerated orders from your doctor. Right now,
All right.
I've got a woman that fractured her lower fibula right by her ankle, and as soon as she was weight bearing as tolerated, we got to do these things.
And you're going to want to make sure this is okay with your doctor or your therapist. I mean, don't just be jumping into these without
Right.
their guidelines, because every ankle injury can be a little bit different, and
Right.
some would say, no, we don't want you doing these yet.
Right.
So,
But in the case where it's weight bearing is tolerated, the doctor says you can do whatever you want as long as it doesn't create any notable pain.
then you're good to go.
You better believe it.
right.
You will need a little TheraBand here.
No, this is actually Can-Do Band.
Thank
Brad.
you, Bob, for the
CANDO.
correction.
We like the quality. It's actually, I think, a little stronger than the TheraBand.
Right.
So
I like the feel of it. I
yeah.
really do.
so,
Bob, before we get started, a given is the price. Price. If your ankle gets tired, swollen, sore, don't be afraid to elevate it, put a cold pack on it. If you want to wrap it with an ace wrap, to put some mild compression on it, that's going to be helpful if you overdo it to get it to settle down.
And the P is protected. You want to make sure, and I mean, maybe you're going to be wearing an ankle brace when you're up. I don't know, but I mean, you don't
Right.
want to turn it again or
Right.
break it again, or so.
Sure.
So
Okay, so the first thing you want to do, and this is the basics of physical therapy, range of motion. You want to get that ankle to move again
Sure.
in all different directions. So a nice little way to do this, to keep your mind thinking of something else besides your ankle, is imagine there's a piece of chalk right on the end of your toe, on your big toe, and there's a chalkboard in front of you, and you're going to make the letter A with that toe. So it's going to be up. I like to use capital letters,
yeah,
Bob.
I agree.
Capital, up, over, put it down.
More
and
straight
then
lines.
cross. And that way you get dorsiflexion, you get plantar flexion, eversion, inversion, and it's in a functional movement, and it gives you something to think about. You know, you don't just sit there and get bored doing simple this and
I
this.
think ideally too, Brad, you have a lot of the legs supported. You know what I mean?
Yep.
If you're holding out like this now, your quad's going to get tired and everything.
Right.
So
I was just doing that so they could see it
Well,
on the
I'll give
camera.
the side view of it, but
Yeah, that's definitely preferable.
because now we're focused just on the ankle itself, and we can make the B and the C.
Right.
By the way, Brad, I got to go back to that price real quickly. When he said price, that's an acronym,
Ooh, big word.
right? I mean, it's PRICE, and that's what he's talking about: compression, elevation, ice, protection,
Yep.
and rest.
And we
right?
do have a video just on that.
Oh, we do.
Yep, price,
Okay.
yep. Okay, it's been a while, Bob, since we did that.
Next step. Okay, we got the range.
You're gonna get the
Can-Do.
Can-Do band and put it. Now this I find works best with a shoe on. You can do it with a shoe off, but this grips to the bottom of the shoe really nicely, which is advantageous. And
By the way, we have this product listed in our product section below. These are products that we like, and
Yeah.
you can get just a 4-foot section of it.
Right.
And it'll do the job.
Yep, and that's what we have here. So you're just gonna work plantar flexion, so working some strengthening, but on the way back, make sure you come back and get a stretch with it so it comes into the dorsiflexion. What are you looking at there, Bob?
I was just thinking of our thumbnail we're going to have. This will make a
Oh,
good thumbnail.
okay, that's a good
that's
idea. Got to keep that in mind. And you're going to do repetitions. I know my wife has been watching some of our videos. She says, Brad, you got to let them know how many repetitions.
Okay.
So sometimes we forget that. So you're going to do 10 to 15 of these.
Sorry, Julie.
Yes, well, we got to keep
She's right,
quality control.
as all wives are.
Say no more, Bob.
That's right.
Now, we also want to get eversion, so the ankle muscles going out. And this works well. You can just put one foot
See
like
what
this.
he did there? Okay, he's got it pulled, and then he takes the other foot, pushes down like
Yeah.
that. And
Now-
now look at that, a little tricky.
You're not going to do this on a stool. You're going to do it on the floor, but this way it's a better angle for the camera. And then you're just simply going to go out like this. Again, 10 to 15 reps, and then give it a rest. And if it's feeling good, you can do another 10 to 15
I'm
reps.
guessing that's giving a pretty good strengthening, isn't it?
Oh,
This
yeah.
is pretty heavy stuff.
Yeah,
So.
the blue is heavier. If you get a lighter color, the yellow or the pink, it's going to be easier to work, and probably what you might want when you start.
Do they
the
have
exercise.
pink?
I don't know, but that's a lighter color.
lighter
Just
color.
give me a break.
Generally, with bands, the lighter they are, the less resistance there is. Right?
And you can do these 2 to 3 times per day, morning, afternoon, and evening, if it tolerates it and you're not too wore out.
That's a great one to do because most people, when they hurt their ankle, they turned it in this way.
Right.
So you want to strengthen it this way so you're ready to prevent further injuries.
Right.
So it
Protect
works
that
out really nice.
ligament.
Yeah.
Next thing is simply walk on it on a flat surface. You're not going to go walk out in the yard or up and down on a trail, but on a flat surface, walk on it as long as it doesn't create any pain. When it gets tired, it's time to sit and take a break.
Yeah, what you're trying to do is walk with a normal pattern.
Right.
Don't try to take a short step on one side.
Yeah, you don't want
Yeah.
to promote that. Yeah, be very aware of.
You're trying to walk all the way through and get the weight onto the forefoot. You know, that's what you want to pay attention to, that you're starting to walk normal now.
Right, because you can get bad habits.
Oh, yeah.
Walking from a limp, from a bad a sore ankle.
Absolutely. I've seen many, many times, and it's very hard to correct sometimes after you've established
Sure,
it.
and the person may not even be aware of it because
Right.
it's, you know, they've learned it over time.
We're making Lonnie go up, down, up, down.
You're going to have to go down again,
Yeah,
Lonnie.
all right, Lonnie.
Now, keep in mind, all these exercises require, very little. The only thing you really need to purchase is some
The can-do band.
can-do band, right? So here we go. This is I call this the Ziggy Zaggy, and this really works the lateral and medial and lateral muscles of the ankle. I have a cane here. You don't need one necessarily, but you might.
Well, now you look like you're doing a dance step with the
Oh,
cane there.
You better believe it, Bob. It's all in fun.
We need to give you a top hat.
Therapy's fun. Now, I've got the patient right now. She can do this. But when I say, can you do it on one leg, she can do it easily on her good leg, of course, but on her sore one, even with a cane, it still hurts. So she's not ready for it yet.
Sure.
Another week, I'm sure she'll be fine, and she'll be doing this.
And that shows you, that'll show your progression. I mean,
Right.
you can try it on your good side first, and if you're able to do it and you can't do it on the other side, it shows you got that much more to go yet.
Right.
You
Yep.
can
It's just
improve.
not ready. So we're going to work in pain-free range of motion, pain-free exercises. You can use a chair to hold on to it. You can use a cane. And the next one is simply up on your toes and back on your heels, as high as you can go. Make sure you get full range of motion.
Now, Brad, I don't know about you, but I would maybe do this one before the zigzag, wouldn't you?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
You could do it in the opposite order.
Because these, I think, are a little easier, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. Now, one thing, so if you do switch it one way or another, you're going to start with 2 feet. When you get to 15 of these with 2 feet, and if both legs feel about the same, and make sure you're putting the same amount of weight on each leg. Because inherently, your body's going to say, oh, if this one's a sprained one, you're going to put more weight on the good one until you think about it.
Exactly.
You've already established that probably
it,
from
yeah.
that pain.
Precisely, Brad.
Precisely. But once it gets better, you're going to go to just the sore ankle and see how you can do. And then
And
you
you
might
can grab on a countertop or
Oh, you
the back
bet.
of a chair if you want. I mean, you don't need to
There.
use a cane.
Going like this. Ooh. And then eventually you can go 2 with only 1 without grabbing onto something for balance. And that's the progression of it. It's going to get stronger and stronger.
Then often what I have, Brad, you mind if I just jump in?
Jump
A lot of
on
times
in, Bob.
I have people just start doing sidestepping like this.
Right? Sure.
Because it's working, and I have them go in both directions because it's working the muscles in both directions, and without getting into too much detail.
Sure.
But inversion and eversion. And then if you want to get you start going a little bit faster, then eventually you could even start,
Right.
a little bit of higher movement here. And then we're going to go to, I don't know, you call it karaoke or what do you call it?
Yeah, grapevine or
Grapevine.
karaoke.
So you're going to go one above, one behind. I should say one in front. This leg goes in front, then it goes behind. Front, then behind. So I'm going to go this way again. Leg goes in front, now it goes behind. Leg goes in front, and then again you can try doing these at higher speeds
Sure.
too as you get.
Yep.
especially if you're an athlete, you're going to want to be getting to that
Right.
point. So,
And now you can go into just a simple assessment for their balance and strength of the ankle. If this is a good ankle, stand for 30 seconds and see if you can do it without touching the wall or the countertop, or if you have a cane, do you need to push the cane to catch your balance? Typically, you can do this, someone in their 20s or 30s can do it 30 seconds without too much problem.
sure.
Then you go on your sprained ankle, and you might be amazed at the difference.
How poor you are.
Right, you might have to touch, and make sure you count how many times you touch in 30 seconds. And then come back in a week and do it again. If you had to catch yourself 7 or 8 times like this, in a week from now, you might only have to do it once or twice. And it's just a way to know that you're progressing, not just the strength, but your balance and your proprioception.
All right, Brad, I think we'll bring it to a close here. By the way, Brad and I are not just pretty.
We're pretty ugly, Bob, and we
No,
got to
we're
work.
pretty helpful.
Oh,
and
that's
handy
right.
and-
Yeah, that
and,
too.
So make sure you subscribe to us if you haven't already. Thanks.
Take care.